Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
It was good actually. You know, it made us to think and be a bit confident on that. And also, I mean, something, we need some hands-on experience from the notes, what we have seen that, after we taking the notes, if you go to that lab directly, completing the module and then go to that another module for the theory, that will be the good thing of what we felt.
That's correct. That's
correct.
Yeah. Even like as Raj said, right? Once we're taking notes, right, it's like refreshed everything. And also we remember more things instead of just reading, to be honest. Like
correct. That's correct.
Now if somebody asks me about policy or like maybe blueprint, I will have a little like more to say than just saying the definition.
Yeah, labs is correct. Means we are going to be on labs soon. The thing is that this architect one is a kind of more theoretical, and 104 we have a similar kind of stuff there, and all those stuff are lab oriented. Okay, so yeah, we will move to lab soon. Okay, just we are pacing up, getting the overall idea in general, going through multiple concepts overall, because in the certification exam, okay, the things are kind of exhaustive. When you are doing lab, things becomes a bit intensive. So we will go to lab for sure soon, and after every module, yeah, that's the plan. But what we will do is that in lab we will try to find out the areas which is covered as part of AZ-104. In that way we will have that AZ-104 covered as well. Okay, so as for example, let us see. So if we have AZ-104 and let us open it, and we have AZ-305. Let us open it in new tab. Sorry, not new window. Okay, now if you see, we have the first segment of it is prerequisites of Azure administrator. What they have done in this first thing, that they talked about resources, tool, fine, not part of that. Resource manager, yes, our AZ-305 discusses about resource manager in general conceptually, and AZ-104 talks about the implementation of it real world. Again, when we move further, we have managed identity and governance. We covered it theoretically as part of AZ-305. They talked about user group, accounts, subscriptions, policies, and everything, right? Role RBAC. So this concept is getting talked about as part of 305. But when you come back to 104, it is more focused on the hands-on related to that area. Why I am not doing it along with that? The reason being, you know the concept, you got the idea, you have the concepts clear, and then when you do lab, maybe after 2, 3, 4 days of a time, and then you are doing it hands-on, and then you will be connecting your theory and the concept together. So you will get a kind of a time frame. Otherwise, there are chances that we do one thing, then we forget the previous area, because we may not be able to do the revision and all. That's why it is paced in this way. Okay. And similarly, we have, let us see the whole curriculum of 104 that I talk about storage. And again, storage is getting talked about as part of 305 as well. Say storage accounts and all. If you will see 305, the design data storage solution. So similar thing they talk in 104 only, but they talk in terms of implementation. So having said this, in general, your hands-on part mostly will be covered as part of 104 thing, and configure virtual network they talk about, and monitoring they talk about. So these are the kind of an area which are kind of hands-on worthy. So that whole thing is covered as part of your administration. As an architect, there may be things you need to, you may have, kind of a bigger vision, the big picture basically. So it's a big picture kind of approach, you see that. And then 104, you do the hands-on. So as time progresses, these terms and everything becomes more closer to us, and then it will be complete hands-on kind of stuff. Then we will do one by one, and then keep connecting it. So that's why I didn't want to keep the curriculum in silo, that okay, we will finish 305 then 104. No, it will be not like that. We will come back to the area as suggested, like as for example, one module completed, then we will come back to the related module of 104 and we will finish it. So overall, at the same time, in parallel, our whole curriculum will get covered. That is the plan. Is that fine?
Okay, so the thing is, I mean, as you said, we need a mix of like, it's not that our expectation also not that, completing the 305 and starting the 104. But, our mind also, it's a kind of mix of, or else, full of theory, it will make you to distract, right? So it will get
That's
bored
correct.
also. So,
That's
yeah.
correct. So what we will do, we will have, we will pick that one area for 104,
Yeah.
and we will focus on the hands-on activity. Okay,
Yeah.
on that. As for example, say we have done one, because we just finished one module of it. So we will begin another one, but then in next session, and that is the plan actually, that in next session we will start doing the 104 part, where we have complete hands-on activities that are there. Okay, so that our whole progress will be a kind of consistent across. Okay,
Yeah.
so it will be not like, okay, we have done this, now we know, okay, fine, we know the theory overall, complete bombarded ourselves with all that, and then suddenly we come back to the hands-on. No, it will not be like that. So it will be a kind of mixed. So maybe the plan is that when we will complete one particular chunk, we will go back to the 104 curriculum for the hands-on. So overall, what I mean to see that for the hands-on purposes, I said earlier as well, it will be more on the 104 curriculum that is based on that. So we will switch to those areas that we talked about as part of 305, and then as for example, business continuity solution, something that is more towards the concept of availability zone and all. So mostly this is mostly kind of for us, right, for hands-on guys. It's a more infrastructure thing, more on the hardware related things, more of the resources, their geographical locations and all aspects are there. These are not kind of exactly uh, hands-on worthy areas. We have some things, but it's very less. But when we talk about identity, right, when we talk about policies, these are hands-on worthy areas, and that's why AZ-104 covers all those areas from the perspective of hands-on. So when they talk about it, they talk about when you say configure Azure resources, as for example, compare, select Azure Active Directory editions, as for example, this thing. So overall the point taken, okay, and that's as per the plan. That's what I can say.
Yeah.
And we will do as and where we will have the areas that needs to have the hands-on, and mostly yes. In next session, maybe 305, we will begin business continuity solution. Maybe we can continue and finish it maybe in next one session more. And post that we move to AZ-104 areas where we can do hands-on related to especially one has the these three modules has hands-on part, so we will see to it. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, now let us move to the other concept of this is an interesting concept overall, business continuity solution. Okay, so when Azure primarily, right, Azure primarily is meant for because meant for utilization of the computing resources mostly. So mostly means this Microsoft has computing resources, and what is the basic concept behind it is that kind of a shared utilization of those resources across the board, so that if, as for example, you are a software company, and in the old approach what you used to do is that you used to purchase the machines, your computational resource and everything. You used to purchase it, and then overall it's your responsibility for whole infrastructure management, and that is and that is quite costly, as well as needs resources to manage it and all that. So that is the reason why organizations like Microsoft, like Amazon came into picture. So they created data centers. They said that okay, you worry about the software, that is your primary job. We will worry about providing you the other resources, network, infrastructure, everything we will provide you. And that's why the concept of cloud came into picture. Okay. Now, when Microsoft goes to any client and talks about that, okay, why not you use our solution? Then you say a lot of things. Okay, you have a lot of questions. Okay, because I have our own infrastructure. Why I will use it? Why I will pay for that? What I will do with my existing computer resources and all that? Then Microsoft will tell you that these are the challenges that you have. Um, yes, you have the resources, but you need to upgrade it regularly. For a particular machine, you don't have that flexibility that okay, today I'm working on Windows machine, tomorrow I want to work on Unix machine. Then you need to have a separate setup of that. So that they provide lot of things, right, to the organizations where they are selling this Azure infrastructure. And one of the most important things is the availability. Okay, so what that availability means, This is a world where you cannot afford to go down. This is a world where you want your system to be up and running 24/7. And for that, if you are an individual organization, you need a lot of staff, lot of resources and everything. Now Microsoft, because they have data centers distributed across the world, Amazon, who has data centers distributed across the world, provide the kind of solution because they are primarily focused on providing the infrastructure, needed resources, needed computational resources to the organization. Now, so this is about availability, and then there are multiple concepts related to that. And let us start discussion based on it. So, and that's what they say if they are thing. So there is an organization, they say that, okay, I want to migrate the company workload, means they are on Azure, and they are on prem, and they want to use Azure. And then Microsoft guy came to them and they said, okay, what is your challenge? What is your primary challenge? So they say that, okay, let us say that, okay, how I can rely on you. What guarantee you are going to provide to us? We are paying this and this amount to you guys. What is the guarantee? If there is a downtime, what will happen? Who is going to be responsible for it? So, and that is the reason why this availability comes, and with availability a term comes that is SLA. Okay, so now when we say SLA, how they define is in terms of percentage availability. Okay, so they say in terms of number of nines. Okay, so number of nines, always 2 nines will come before decimal. So nowhere they talk about availability less than 99.9. Basically they do not talk about anything. That is the minimum that they talk about. Okay, and then they have different SLA, that 99.99, 99.95, whatever, they have different level of SLA. Here it means that with each SLA they talk about what will be the downtime within a span of time. What will be the downtime? Okay, so let us see this thing, right? So it is 99% when they say SLA, what it means, how it be converted. So 99.9 means that in a week there can be 1.68 hours of downtime. Okay, so that is the, you can, as I mentioned, that is the minimum that they have to provide. Okay, and then when you want a better SLA, for each 9 you have to pay extra. Okay, and Microsoft has to provide you additional infrastructure for you in particular, and that kind of infrastructure, that point of setup that is needed to achieve a particular SLA, which is minimum 99%. That concept overall lies within availability zone. Okay, so availability sets, and there are multiple availability concepts are there about their resiliency, the failure, and all time. So what are the things? So this particular table is important in that respect, that how this whole SLA goes. As for example, you are going for 5 nines. So when we say 5 9, it means, and this terminology they use, they say 5 nines, I need SLA 5 nines. It means 99.999, 2 will be definitely before, 99 will be there anyway, and then it will say per week if there will be more than 6 seconds of downtime, Microsoft has to compensate it based on the agreement how they will compensate, but that is SLA. So this is the downtime. They need to guarantee the maximum one. Okay, it doesn't mean that with 99% always 1.68 hours of downtime will be there. Even with 99%, based on your application and all, there may be no downtime. That is a possibility, but Microsoft doesn't guarantee it. In case of failure, it will say it was 99%, it was there, and that was our agreement. So from that concept, with that concept, SLA came into picture. Okay, so when we say, okay, now when you say availability, the concept of availability in terms of your infrastructure, there are two concepts, right? Number one is that in case of failure, what is the backup plan? What will happen in case one particular component fails? What will happen? Will the application go down, or there is a resiliency in this case that, okay, no, if this will go down, this application will keep on running on using some other resources. So there is a backup in place, and in case of failure, that backup will come into picture. The second thing is the highly available, and that is available and all that from the infrastructure perspective. They say that no, it's a availability is there is no downtime. Okay, so when you say in terms of availability, there are two concepts. One is resiliency, another is availability, highly available, there is no downtime, you confirm. So resiliency is there can be, your component can go down, but if it goes down, you have your infrastructure has capability to handle it and to have that application running at some other, maybe data center, at some other rack, maybe whatever, we will see to it. So that is resiliency. In case of failure, what is the backup plan? And what is availability? Assuring there is no failure. That is called availability. So overall, these are the two things. And you see you see the term 4 nines, they use that term. 4 nines 99.99, 5 nines 19.9.999, and similarly they have that concept. Okay, okay, so this is about overall, these are the things that we are going to talk in this area. Now with that availability, what is the measurement, how you are going to measure? Microsoft provided, okay, 99.99, there is a say 10-second downtime. How you are going to measure it? What is the matrices that, okay, that you can set up, that you will know that okay, this happened. Okay, so that matrices is called availability matrices, and there are two availability matrices. Mean time to recover. Okay, so mean time to recover is that your application failed completely, it's down. Now as I said, there is a backup plan. Now how much time it will take to have the backup up and running? Okay, have the setup done so that your application is up and running. What you are going to do? Are you going to redeploy that application once it is down, and then you are going to deploy it to another server, or it is already there but you need to run it? Whatever, that path you will go. So that is mean time to recover. It means that how much time it will take to restore you to come back. Okay, kind of disaster recovery. What is your disaster recovery average time? That comes under mean time to recover, MTTR, mean time between failures. A failure occurred, okay. After how much time another failure will occur? What is the chance of happening? Your another means what is the time frame? As for example, say 10 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. What is the time gap? After that, the failure occurred. Next failure can occur. So based on that, they keep on having these matrices in place so that you can say the SLA is broken or not. So for that, you have these matrices in place. And then SLA, service level agreement. Okay, so we talked about this thing. So overall, and then there are estimators and all. So based on that, as for example, you have a you are not in a mission critical application. You are fine. As for example, what you are into a food delivery, as for example, maybe, and a kind of it's to your side that is related to food delivery. But you can afford if it goes down 5-7 minutes, you can have your on side that okay, we are down for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, maybe depends upon your needs. Or maybe forget about food delivery, that this is service. Forget about this, talk about a software you have. In case of COVID, there was a software that used to provide the real-time statistics about how many COVID cases was there on a particular area. This is not a kind of application that if it goes down, it will impact too much to the end user, because they are just providing a kind of a dashboard. If it goes down, and they are even not getting paid for that particular service to that extent. So in those cases, you can go for okay, 99% is fine with me, and I don't want to pay extra for additional SLA. So because each 9 means additional cost, because Microsoft needs to apply additional mechanism to meet that SLA. So with the same instance, it cannot do, right? So how they meet the SLA? How they say that okay, if I'm 99.999, they say okay 5 nines. Then your next question will be, what extra you are providing to us for us in comparison to 99 or 99.9? Those applications are also running well and good. What extra you are providing? What is your why? How come you are saying that you have 5.9 SLA, and they say okay, we have this for you specifically. These services we have applied. So this, due to this, we are saying we are 5.9. So what are those things? We will talk about that. So important things here are these nines, not much, but we will see that what service converts into these nines, number of nines. We will see that, and that will become more important here. But overall, in this particular section, what is important that okay, there is a concept called SLA, and it depends upon number of nines, and for each extra 9 apart after 2 nines, you need to pay extra, because Microsoft is going to do something additional for you. And then the second concept is MTR and MTBF. MTR is recover. When you recover, when you fail, you recover how much time you are going to take. The second thing is how many times you failed and what was the time duration between those failures, what is the average. So MTTR is related to recovery from failure. MTBF is related to measuring the time frame between your failures. That means when we were, what was the time frame in which you are completely up and running.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 3D99 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.